Hi everyone, welcome to today's Sunday message, which is John chapter 8, verse 7. So when they continued asking him, he lifted up himself and said unto them, He that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her. Very important verse by Jesus. And you know they all ran away. They all dropped their stones and fled. Because none of them could say that they were without sin, that they never made a mistake. That's impossible. If we are on earth, if we are here, we've made a mistake. Just put it that way. If you're here on earth, you have made a mistake. We all have made mistakes. That's why we're here. And we're here to clean up those mistakes, offer ourselves forgiveness and other people forgiveness, and move on towards the Christ mind and that kingdom, and bringing that kingdom down here on earth. That's what we're here to do. That's what Jesus did, and that's what he showed us how to do. So, it's a very profound teaching because it's everything. It's everything. If you look into society today, there is no one out there that is not judging someone else. Everyone is judging everyone. But how many people are actually looking at themselves before they point that finger? Not many, because if most people were looking at themselves, this would be a lot better place. This would be a lot better place, because when we clean ourselves up, we clean the world up. We help everybody else, and we raise them all up when we clean ourselves up. When we clean house, our minds, So what we ought to do is when we come across someone that we, don't approve of, or that we feel has done something not nice, we have to stop before we point that finger. And we have to look at ourselves and say, am I totally rid of all of my mistakes? Did I make a mistake yesterday? Did I make a mistake today? Did I just make a mistake by getting ready to judge that person? What have I done similarly that this person that I'm about to judge has, have done? What have I done? So, and when we keep looking at ourselves and keep our focus on ourselves, we begin to clean ourselves up, and we begin to clean our minds up. And when we do that, our minds are clear. And when our minds are clear, then that consciousness that we all want, that Jesus attained, will flow freely to us. Not that it's not flowing, it is flowing. It's just that all these things that are in our minds, all this clutter and this chatter, is stopping that flow. We're not able to hear the true voice of God. So I think if we look into the world today, we know that a lot of people are judging each other. And what Jesus is saying is, no, you can't do that. You got to look at yourself first. You got to go within. You got to look at the beam in your own eye. You can't go out pointing fingers because you're being a hypocrite, because you know that you've made mistakes yourself. And really, when you see someone making a mistake, isn't it about forgiving? Isn't it about forgiving yourself? Isn't it about forgiving each other? We're all a part of the body of God. When we forgive ourselves, we're able to offer that forgiveness to others. When we forgive others, we're able to offer forgiveness to ourselves. God always forgives. God just forgives us. He doesn't hold grudges or anything like that. It's us that need to offer each other the forgiveness for our mistakes, and stop beating each other up for saying certain things, doing certain things. We just we go crazy. It's ridiculous, the reactions we have towards people that are doing things that we don't like, and believe me, there are a lot of people out there that can point the finger at you or me, what I'm saying, that can say, oh, I don't like the way that what this girl said or what that girl said, she looks like this, and she said this, and she said that, and she said that. So, so the whole point of what Jesus is saying, and you know this for sure, but we know it, but are we practicing it? That is so important, to stop ourselves and say, let me look at myself. Really, let me look at myself. Let me stop blaming people. Let me stop judging people. It is so exhausting to judge others, and it's so exhausting to blame others. It really is. I mean, the energy, just think about the energy that you give up when you choose to blame and to judge and to point the finger at others. That is exhausting. Observe your energy level. Observe your whole body when you begin to do these things. And you will see that it's not worth it. Look at yourself first. Let's look at ourselves and not in a judgmental way. There is no judging. There's just looking at what you've done, seeing it what you've done, recognizing it, taking hold of it, and then learning from it, and then giving it up, forgiving yourself for it, and then continuing on with your life, continuing on the path towards Christhood, because that's what it is. It's cleaning yourself up. And you can also look at when you start pointing that finger, it helps you to say, stop and look at yourself. And it's actually helping you to clean yourself up. So I guess that's so that's our Sunday message for today. I just want to thank you for being with us. Always remember that the kingdom of heaven is within you. God bless, and I'll see you next week. Bye.